the heart of the old forest, a fell sword calls forth evil spirits from the Barrow Downs. Only by destroying the sword can you stop the wood troll's blight from spreading and end the forest's misery.
Welcome back everyone to an instance of one where today we are going to be running the actual instance of for Woe of the Willow that's associated with the quest series that I started last time. And the first thing I need to do is to pick up this horn because I'm going to need a little bit of help in order to run this, since the mobs here were designed for mainly a 3-player instance, and the idea here is that they are going to make it soloable by having someone with you to help along. In this case, of course, Marigold Boffin. Now we'll see how I do on this one. I have done this on higher level characters, so the trick here is how I do on someone who is at the level of being able to do the quest series that's along with it. Oh yes, here we are. Minimum level for this is level 20. I am running this at level 23 because I figure I am going to hit level 23 by the time I hit the first boss. So I thought maybe I should make sure I'm on level with the bosses in doing this. That's assuming, of course, I could kill these trolls. Now I'm running this on a warden, which is my most familiar class, which is why I chose this one. And this is the closest warden that I had to level 20, hence the selection of this character. Here we go. As you can see here, this instance features plenty of roots and wood trolls. That's pretty much what, and of course you also see that there is a spirit up ahead that we'll have to deal with at some point. And finally over here. Now, the trouble is with these roots of course are real annoying with how they operate, because they seem to have a very long range in which they see you. Don't ask me how roots manage that. They have a very long range in which they keep in combat, and that they have a very annoying personality. That's all I gotta say about that. Now this right here, that is the way in which to go to the first boss. Now since I need to get a little bit of extra level, I am going to do the optionals here. Actually, I'm getting pretty close to 23 right now. But also, allegedly, killing these spirits, the optional spirits, will make the final boss fight a little bit easier. I've heard some people say it's not working right. But whatever's the case, we might as well kill a few of these optional ones. We might not do all of them, because the instance goes a lot faster, of course, if you bypass the spirits. So the question is whether you want to get through it quickly, or you want to be a little bit completionist on there. And well, that takes care of the leveling bit. Now, Marigold is 22. So what happens? Oh, most likely she is going to be the level of the instance. So I was thinking, do I... Oh no, the level instance is 23. So I'm going to head back and resummon her. Now I haven't tried resummoning her before. I have a feeling it's going to say I can't do it and that I have to dismiss her first. But let me check that out. Right. So let us dismiss her and then resummon. Yes, she is level 23 now. Yay! Let's go back. Now let's find some more trolls to kill and see how we do now that we're at level 23. I doubt we're going to have too much trouble, seeing that we were able to handle them at level 22. Let's take care of the poisons, though. And your turn. No, don't. Don't give me lag troubles. Let's just get through these. And we're going to go through a few more. There is going to be a side area where we could run into a few more ghosts. So let's take care of this one. I think we'll be coming to the first optional set of vines. Then we could check those out. Oh, and this one's a signature, so this one's going to be a little bit trickier. So we'll see how I do it. Now I am currently in damage stance, so I'll see how I do on that. And there you go. Now, where is the set of vines? Oh yes. So it looks like the corruptors, the signatures, are want to go all over the place to patrolling the area, and that the normals tend to be stationary. Well, we'll see if that's the case. I think I just better grab a little bit more to eat just to keep up my power. I certainly don't want to be going around running out of power. And then I think this is... yeah, these are the vines right here. And as soon as I open them up, I am going to be in combat. Because these guys are just waiting for some unfortunate hobbit to go and enter into it. I think there's some vines behind him that are also going to be keeping us in combat for a while. Because the vines just, well, that and another troll. Well, the lobber at least is not going to be as much of a problem. So let's take care of this. Creeping root. Good. And probably... oh yeah, there is a vine right here that loves to be annoying and keep you in combat. So always finding this vine, I've always had trouble finding that vine. Probably one of the reasons why I often skip the optionals. So usually I wind up finding it just to run it quicker. Now, concerning when you run at higher levels, if you run this at a level where you have legendary items, you will get the usual drops that you get in instances, meaning you will get the first boss is going to give you one of those yellow enhancement runes, and the second boss is going to give you a purple trace wreath. So you get the usual rewards that you get on anyone else. And I would presume that you can get something better than that if you're at Small Fellowship at a higher tier. I haven't run this as a Small Fellowship, so I cannot say what you get at Small Fellowship higher tier yet. But here we are. Trolls aplenty. And interrupts aplenty. And of course, more of this. And are there? Yeah, there is a ghost here. Now, when you get to this point, you can tell whether or not there is going to be a ghost. Because the ghosts, as far as I can tell, they could be in different spots, depending on the... depending on the run. At least that's the impression I got. So if you are doing the optionals mainly in hopes that the ghosts actually do something in killing them, then I suppose after entering you check, is there a ghost there, and decide after that whether or not you want to actually bother with it. Now I'm not going to go after all of the ghosts. That I think will take a bit of time. Completed deadly insult. I am getting through the deeds. I think that just shows you how remiss I've been in running my deeds on this character. But let's get out of here. We've gone through, I think, every place where we need to go except to the area where you run into the first boss. So, head back to the first set of vines. Ah, here they are. I never could remember what they looked like. Fortunately, you could hover over them, or you could use delete in order to find them. And here we are at the Withy Window, where we should have... ah, there he is. That's the first boss. Gormuk damp mold. I think
Pesky vermin! These woods are ours! You cannot stop the march of Ongmar. Thardur will see it done.
Yes, this is the... Hello? This is the first boss. I think this was the troll that was giving orders during that prep instance that we had in the last episode. And I'll see how I do on this particular... Yep, Daisy. I think you don't want to be in front of him when he says that. Unfortunately, we do have his tendency to throw things at you. Because trolls!
Witness our might!
Yeah, witness it here. Yes, 43.
Fall before us!
There we go. Oh, boy. This guy is annoying. That's the thing you have about him. He just likes to throw things for you. He stuns you. The fall before us, I heard, is his most dangerous thing, though I don't know if it's really that bad.
Fall before us!
How bad it is at T1 solo.
Witness our might!
Ouch! Okay, and trying to interrupt him doesn't do too much. Alright. Just checking that out. Now
Fall before us!
I think though that all those red boxes, I was thinking it was something that he was doing, but I think they're actually maybe brambles or something like that that are from the old forest itself, maybe. Because they don't seem to be associated with them, even though I thought they were for a moment.
Fall before us!
So let's see what happens if I just stand here when he says that. He just punts me away and nothing else.
Might.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Now, I don't know if I am just getting healed back up very, very quickly with something, or if Marigold is. Marigold might be healing me. That
Fall before us!
Oops, well, alright. That didn't do anything there. Ouch! So this seems to be rather straightforward in here. As I said, maybe I'll be better off just staying put, because it doesn't seem to be doing too much to me. But if Marigold is the one who's healing me there, she is being very, very quick about it, because it seems like it just dips down for a moment, and then my morale just pops back up. And I haven't been using any healing gambits, and I'm in recklessness line, so it seems unlikely that... Oh, okay, she was a little slower than usual that time around, but
Witness our might!
still well in time. No danger there. Oopsie daisy.
Fall before us!
Ah, you fall yourself. Ouch. Oops. Ah. And there you go. How are you doing? She's...
Fall before
Oh my good.
us!
Oh! I was looking at that morale bar. So, oh no, it's really low. I said, no.
Witness our might!
That was the bosses, not Marigold's. Okay. Oh yeah, Marigold has plenty of morale. No problem there. There you go. You're at 43,000. I am at 1,400. There you go. Goodbye.
But Thardur promise.
Well, Thardur broke his promise then. Yeah, how's she doing?
That'll teach him not to underestimate us.
Yes. Oh, she's got 15,000.
We've got further to go before we reach the sword and Old Man Willow.
Keep an eye out for spirits. You're right. Oh, I really was thinking of maybe skipping the spirits for the rest of this one. Now the tricky thing is going in the proper direction here. That's going down the window. I think the river is the only way really to know which way you're going, because did I go in the wrong direction? Yes. That's the thing I always wind up doing, because I get bumped around so much. I think that is the entrance where you came through. So let's go to the other side and pick up the river down here. Now I think I'm lost. Oh, yes. That's pretty typical of this. Ah, hold on. Probably it's just as well that I got lost there because I forgot to open up the chest. Good grief. Also, leave pick 7. In this case, you get a pair of Guardon claws, which is rather useless for me, seeing that I've not yet been to Fort Hill, and a crate of logs. So something I guess maybe potentially useful. Now, let's see if I could get to the right spot. Ah! Here we go. All the reeds, I missed the thing. Now, this here, that leads to more ghosts. But if you want to skip those, you just continue along the stream. And you get the waterfall coming down here. And we come up this way. Now, I think that leads maybe to a few more ghosts. If you go this way, this is the most direct route to Old Man Willow, and that's, I think, where we're going to be going now. Oh yes. I keep on thinking maybe I should use the gambits to the fullest of my ability, but of course, I'm still a rather low level at the moment, so I don't have most of the gambits. There's one disadvantage of going back to a lower level warden is, since you don't have all the skills showing, as you do with other classes, remembering which gambits you have and which ones you don't is a little bit tricky. There you go, and you. And continue along our way, where we've got a few more of these trolls to worry about. Your turn. Oh, this is going to be the easy one, right? And now back to the hard one, just go back and forth with some bleeds at least. And the inevitable, that's the other problem with the routes is you go down and chasing down a route, and inevitably a wood troll will see you and add to the heartache. There you go. Now I hope that this is enough, because it looks like that troll didn't see us. There you go. Right. Careful, Marigold. Let's wait until I ambush the troll before we start. Before we hit on that too much. And your turn. How are we doing on this one? Yeah, no problem. Done. And, oh yeah, I think this is where... I don't think Old Man Willow is directly behind this, but he won't be too far behind it. Hello, hello! Actually, Old Man Willow. Boss number 2. I know. Well, we're gonna fight Old Man Willow? Not
I don't
quite.
like the look of that sword one bit. And I don't think we ought to touch it either. But if we strike it with everything we've got, even iron has to break. Let's bring the forest back to normal.
Alright. We shall do so. I've been known to start the fight before while she's still giving her speech there. In that case, she winds up staying back, going and get some ghosts instead of joining me up here. Anyway, all I have to do now is to destroy this blade, right? And I'll... Oh, she... oh, yeah. And you gotta interrupt this thing every once in a while. Because if you don't, then you got problems. And, of course, we've got the ghosts that come along. Just to make it more the merrier. And you have to at least take care of some of them because they do give a buff to the sword. Alright, there we go. Stopping the sword on that again. It looks like there's only one buff on there right now. Let's see. Plus 15% melee damage. Call of the Barrows. Maybe that, I have a feeling it's that thing that varies based on them. I have to go and check the percentages that happen on there at the various number of ghosts that you kill. Alright, let's take care of that. We've got... Imagine here, your big enemy is a sword. And you got Old Man Willow here who is, well, being Old Man Willow, I guess. How are you doing, Marigold? No problem. No problem at all. Well, she does tend to be in the back there fighting ghosts. It's probably just as well considering that what we've got to go through here. Looks like we got a few more ghosts here, so I'm going to have to take some of these out. But she does seem to be healing me every once in a while, so that's good. Oh, okay, she's able to join the fight again. Okay, she was fighting the other ghosts in there. So every once in a while, maybe if you see that number go up too high. What did I do there? It looks like I killed them all at once. Okay, good. And the blade is slowly going down. And we got more ghosts to join in the fray. I said to wonder, maybe it's the number of ghosts, perhaps, because I wonder, are these the ghosts I didn't kill earlier or something? I don't think I've ever managed to find all the ghosts and kill them all, so I have not had an opportunity to test that hypothesis. Alright, I think this is just about down now. Goodbye, sword. Well, a little bit more. There we go.
Hey, Dole, merry Dole.
Isn't that...
Old Grey Willow man, mind you your mischief. Go now back to sleep, and don't be awaking. Ha ha! Thorn or sword, Tom sees no difference.
Alright. And...
I learn something new about my friend Tom every day. Well, never mind. It's time we went home and gave the Bounders good news.
So we got a crate of hides and crate of logs for that. And that is the instance, so let's go back and finish the quest. I entered the instance at the house of Tom Bombadil, so naturally that's where it dropped me off. But I did have to come back here to the Buckling Gate to speak with Hob Hayward in order to complete the quest. Of course, that's only the first time you're doing this, if you bother to do the quest at all.
Is there something I can do for you?
It's been a while, hasn't it? Did you discover what happened in the old forest? Well, I must say, this is beyond me. Evil swords and wood trolls make for an exciting tale, but I'm glad the forest is calming down. Still, all those foul things came so close to Buckland. We'll keep a sharper eye out from now on. The Bounders are in your debt. And marigolds, of course. There we go. And the big thing here is this Morgul Blade trophy. So I think I'll just have to go to my house and see what it looks like. And what was this title awarded? Keeper of the Trees. Okay. Here we are with the trophy of the sword that we broke during the course of the instance. Just remember that this quest line that leads up to the instance is completely optional. All you have to do is to reach level 20 to run this particular instance. But this quest does give you this nice trophy as well as some virtue XP, just in case you need to earn any more of that. But that's it for our first instance in an instance of one, and I'll see you next time when we will try another instance with one.